Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, of course, naturally. I'm like, well, how the fuck can a soap bubble form? If wouldn't gravity constantly press on a soap? How does a soap bubble? You want to know how a sphere forms? I mean, God, stop talking to me, you know? but again, you know, hey, listen, that I'm sure that there are additional arguments besides just the gravity thing. So, you know, if you want to come on and talk with us about how you think the Earth is flat,
I'm
all
talk?
for it. No, I'm going to finish this.
If it makes common sense, no pun intended, we'd love to have you on the show. I mean, I'd love to hear about stuff like this. People still think that we're not the only ones in the universe.
UFOs, baby.
I believe that. I totally believe that.
You know, Sasquatch exists. You know, mermaids exist.
My son is so into that outer space shit, and I just find it boring. But he watches it like I watch adult videos. He gets into it, man.
With how many planets there are, you know, just in the known universe, right? Never mind the rest. It's a statistical, like an absolute statistical like impossibility that we're the only life. I mean, you know, you want to get into intelligent life, whatever else, that's fine. You know, we can have that argument, but it's a statistical impossibility that we are the only planet that life has formed. It's just it sounds ludicrous. But here's one of the things that's always driven me crazy about UFOs and shit. When people see UFOs, here's what I don't get. I'm not saying that I don't believe in UFOs, right, or that I don't believe in extraterrestrial life, like higher forms of life that has solved these incredible complex problems of how to travel faster than light. Not only solved the problems of how to travel faster than light, but also created ships that take advantage of that technology. I mean, I believe that there probably are creatures out there like that. But anyway, where I'm going with this is, what I have a hard time believing is that they've conquered the laws of physics in ways that would take us thousands of years to figure out. They built ships that have figured out a way to incorporate that technology, but they can't figure out how to turn their lights off. I mean, let's get our head around that. And so, if a UFO's flying over, why wouldn't they just turn the fucking lights off if they wanted to hide? You know what I mean? And then people say, well, how do you know that they're not trying to hide? How do you know they don't want you to know? Well, if they did, they'd just fucking land and be like, what up?
What up, man?
You know what I mean? Why keep, I don't know. To me, it's like, you would think that they would figure out a way to turn the lights off. I know how to turn the lights off on my car.
I think a lot of people smoked a lot of fucking dope back in the day and went, what the fuck is that in the air, man? Right. Oh, my God.
So let me ask you, I'm going to ask a question for you guys. Area 51, Nevada. Exists or doesn't exist?
Oh, it's a real place.
Yeah, it's a real place.
It's documented. Yeah. It's documented to be a real place. Yeah, and they have signs that say they'll fucking shoot you dead if you try to cross.
And when I was told that when the president gets inaugurated, they tell him all about Area 51.
Yeah, I guess there's some things that he does that he's supposed to know that he's not supposed to know after, or something like that. You know,
that's what I was told anyway.
Now, what goes on? Now, it's debatable about what actually goes on there. And if you're someone that, you know, knows anything about Area 51, give us a call.
Yeah, absolutely. 603-217-5400 is our phone number. Again, our social... I always have a problem with that
social
word.
Media.
Social media apps are open as well. So our tweets, Facebook, if you have something to talk about during what we just mentioned, please let us know and stuff like that. So we got to talk about sports. I'm just...
Not right now. Oh, my God.
We
suck.
Have to.
We suck.
Aaron, you wanted to say something.
17-2.
Yeah, I need to go to Old Navy like ASAP.
No,
I'm talking about the Bruins.
Apparently, all their tank tops were $2.
Hey, don't mention anything yet. We'll talk about if you got something about Old Navy. Then maybe you should bring that up in the
do
meeting.
Do we have a sales segment that's coming up?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
But I believe you got the 10 or 20 most girly movies of all time.
I do actually.
Nice.
I've got.
We're going to be
15,
talking about that.
I've got my top ones.
Beautiful.
Nice.
And we're going to talk about that during Ladies' Room since we got this movie segment thing going on.
Very cool.
We also have the most anticipated movies coming out for summer of 2018 coming up as well.
I'm going to have to get my head around what I think is going to
So, yeah, and I know a lot of people are anticipating certain movies and things.
Pornos I could add to that list. I'm super looking forward to seeing it come out. Nah, I can't think of a one. Who buys pornos anymore? Does anybody actually buy pornos? Like, does anyone go to like a porno shop and actually buy DVDs anymore?
No,
Mike, I'm asking you. I'm asking you, Mike.
Right?
I'm
with 2018.
You're the
baby.
expert,
This
yeah.
is my right hand.
Do you own?
the phone.
Do you own any of those DVDs?
No way.
He's looking at me like he's playing poker, like he's bluffing.
Listen, I've told you many times. I just need 3 minutes of a video clip, and I'm fine.
There you go.
I don't
and
need
then thank
all
God
that
that's
bullshit.
pretty much all of them are.
That's it.
Anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. They know their audience.
I actually sat in an office like this and go, "Do we really need to show the whole thing?" And the guy in the back says, "Well, we just give him 3 minutes."
Right.
Okay, we'll do that.
Bandwidth. We're keeping our bandwidth down and our viewership up.
And
literally
I'm fine.
and figuratively.
90 seconds of Mad Mike. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to continue on that and stuff like that. No, but seriously, shoot. If I have to ask that question of myself, I do. I think I own 3 DVDs.
Do you really?
Yeah, they're in my bag.
Nice. That's with us right now. Can we talk about what those 3 movies are?
No, you guys already saw them. They were in my bag.
Oh,
My
right.
Tinkerbell bag.
I recall.
You guys
good
watch
times, good
adult
times.
videos together?
Yeah,
You do?
but we don't take it to the. Sometimes we take it into a pleasurable,
Here we go.
encounter and stuff like that.
Here we go.
Can't get
But
into
she's
the
the-
movies because I'm sitting there going, "Oh my god, that is
Right.
so fake."
Right, we've had this conversation. Yeah.
Oh,
Not
yes.
even that cute.
Or that she has a small ass. Look at that ass. How is that ass on fucking
that's-
in the movie?
That definitely adds.
She
to
lays
Don't
down.
overthink your porn,
Right,
people.
yeah. Take it from Mike.
She lays down and her tits disappear. What the fuck?
That's gravity. That's why they're
It's gravity. That's right. That's why the Earth's flat. Yep.
When we come back, we're going to talk about Boston sports, movies, and a whole lot more on the Common Sense New Hampshire show. We'll be back.
This is Philip Palker from Precision Delivery Solutions. I'm the president and owner of the corporation. We are a truckload carrier regionally based in the Northeast, currently looking for qualified CDL drivers with top pay and benefits for this area. We urge you to give us a call at 1-800-639-3095, extension 1020. That is 1-800-639-3095, extension 1020. We look forward to hearing from you folks. We are the future of transportation.
It's the Common Sense New Hampshire crew right here. This is Bernie.
Craig Driggers.
Matt Mike.
And the boss lady.
Don't forget, you can check out our live podcast every Sunday on Spreaker.com. Search the words Common Sense New Hampshire.
Or if you want to be part of the show, you can give us a call at 603-217-5400.
We always want to hear your thoughts, even when we don't want to hear your thoughts.
Ladies' room suggestions are always welcome.
And don't forget, we always have that awesome segment, Trigger the Driggers.
And at the end of the show, check this out. We turn a negative into a positive. Any ideas? Give us a call.
And don't forget, we have our social media accounts as well, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and everything else too. So, and don't forget that phone number once again, 603-217-5400.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Boombox carrying roller skater,
Mr. Boombox carrying roller skater.
shunning the conveniences of modern inline skates. You prove that real men do it on 8 pink polypropylene wheels.
A pretty pink wheels.
The crouched one-leg extension, the squat and spin, every move as tight as your shorts.
A giddy up cowboy.
Yes, your station is tuned to all disco all the time. And bravely, so is your haircut.
Very foxy.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, Mr. Boombox carrying roller skater, and know that we fully support real artistic expression. But enough about that. Let's roller skate.
Mr. Boombox carrying roller skater.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, Houston, Texas.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah?
The Iguanas are having a party this weekend.
Oh, I know. We should bring along some Budweiser.
I'm not worried about the Budweiser. I'm worried about our pickup lines.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm tired of sitting on the branch with you every Saturday night.
Speak for yourself. I've had a few dates.
Hey, that thing with the newt was not a date,
What are
Frank.
you talking
You
about?
were helping her hunt for morts.
So, whatever. It's
Yeah,
a
okay.
date, okay?
Let's work on the
We're out
lines.
together.
How about this?
What?
What's a beautiful iguana like you doing in a rat-infested swamp like this?
Lloyd, I see all this line in the book,
What?
all right? It's played.
Okay. How about Your eyes are like huge, bulging spheres which can rotate in any direction.
Oh, you're nuts. You're
Huh?
getting nowhere with that.
What?
You need a more romantic approach, Louie.
Yeah, like what?
Look, you just send them a Budweiser from across the swamp.
Okay, I like that.
Then you crawl up slowly
I like
and
that.
say, I couldn't help but notice how the moonlight reflects off of your sticky, gelatinous tongue.
Oh, Frank, that's disgusting.
Not disgusting. It's
That's-
certainly no worse than your lines. You know,
Romeo,
I mean,
you are not.
Hey, I've had much success with that line.
Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. All-You-Can-Eat Buffet Inventor.
Mr. All-You-Can-Eat Buffet Inventor.
You've given us the real American dream. A tray, 15 feet of food, and a little sign that says, "Go nuts, buddy."
Oh, pitch me, I'm dreaming.
Pushing side dish innovation to its limits, you offer creamed everything and 400 flavors of gelatin.
Feeding frenzy.
If there's beef, you'll chip it. If there's chicken, you'll fry it. And if there's gravy, well, then everything's going to be okay.
Thank God for the gravy.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light, buffet boy. You know the way to a man's heart and a few hundred tasty ways to challenge it.
Mr. All-You-Can-Eat Buffet Inventor.
Bud Light Beer, Anheuser-Busch, Fort Collins, Colorado.
This one goes out to Avicii. You will be missed, my dear.
It took a lot to get the approval to play this, but we made it happen.
Good.
28 years old, man.
I know, right?
Damn it.
He had a lot of health issues.
He
From what
did.
I was reading.
There was
And he was making hits like 10 years ago.
yeah.
I mean, dang, man.
I love his stuff, and I still do, and I still play it until today. It says 3 days after the prolific Swedish DJ Avicii, born Tim Bergling. Say that again. Tim Bergling. That's what it says. Was found dead at the age of 28. The country's authorities have officially ruled out any suspicious circumstances surrounding his death. CNN is reporting that the Royal Omen police carried out 2 post-mortem autopsies and confirmed that there were no criminal suspicion whatsoever. Further information would likely emerge in the next few days. Police also say that the confirmation from his parents, sister, and brother that he arrived in the country and they're completely devastated. Obviously, Avicii, whose constant stream of top 40 hits dominated the charts for over the past decade, will be sorely missed. There's also the Billboard Music Awards coming up in a couple of weeks, and they're also going to be doing a tribute to him as well.
They usually do amazing tributes.
Yeah, they
so.
they do. So we'll see about that too. Family is devastated. We ask everyone to please respect their privacy for this difficult time. His representative said in a statement on Thursday, no further statements will be given about him and his family or his death. So yeah, it I don't know, gentlemen, ladies. It's kind of weird though. Age of 29. I mean, I know he's got some health
28.
problems. He was 28. Excuse me. And kind of weird though.
I don't, if he's got health issues, I don't know the backtrack story on that, but
I'd read that he was struggling with alcoholism. I mean, that should I don't think come as any surprise. But
he and on top of that, he had. Aaron, what did you say? He had pancreatitis? Is that
He
right?
had acute pancreatitis. He had his gallbladder taken out.
Yeah.
And
because of the
help
drinking.
any-
he
Because
had
of the
his
drinking.
appendix taken out.
Okay.
But when you're, I look at this because I kind of do what he does, but not in such a glorified fashion. But when you're surrounded by that party atmosphere,
Right.
everything is fed to you.
Yeah, imagine if that was 7 days a week, every day, 365. Man. You know what I mean? Like, how do you say no to that? You know, I mean, you got to have a pretty goddamn strong will.
Well, not only that, but gentlemen, as you guys know, he would be considered one of those rave DJs. Okay,
right.
EDM
all
is
that much worse. You know?
Exactly,
Right, right.
and you know it's when you're in that kind of lifestyle, it's not just booze. There's all that. There's a certain series of drugs that people take. You know, whether you're the DJ or you're a participant in those. And
we don't know if that's the cause or not, but obviously,
we're speculating.
We're
speculating.
But nevertheless, it's got to be a very tough environment for anyone to.
Oh my God, definitely.
To
but
thrive
that's where the handlers come in. If you got the proper handlers to back people up, then.
Well, most of those handlers are the people that are running the drugs. For them, you know what I mean?
Exactly.